Hey my people. Welcome to the Red Light Special Live. I'm your host, Yamina Lejean. This is where we talk about hot topics, relationship tips, and even more. Well, I don't have my co-hosts on yet. They will be coming on soon. But we're just finishing Mercury retrograde. We just got out of the shadow period. We're just finishing up the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So I hope you guys have used the time to, clean up your energy and let go of things that are no longer serving you and getting ready to just enjoy your summer, because you gotta enjoy your summer. It's June. Well, it's not June, it's July. I'm so The pandemic really got people, well, at least me. It has me behind sometimes. I be behind on my days. I be behind on my weeks. It's just, be like that. But it's okay, because as long as we continuing to do our thing and show love, that's all that matters, right? And I know that I want to shout out to all my cancers, because it's cancer season. It is cancer season. So for all my cancer people out there, I hope you guys are enjoying your birthdays. It's your birthdays. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I also want to shout out Kumbe. Our Lejean dancers are performing a Red Light Special burlesque performance for Feathers and Freedom with Kumbe. So I've been teaching a Red Light Special urban burlesque workshop for the past 5 weeks. And shout out to all my students who have taken my class, and they're doing that thing. So let's chat. So last week we were talking about the BET Awards. So what the topic is right now. We gotta talk about our girl Sha'Carri Richardson. Now we know that she is the fastest girl in America, and she was going to the Olympics, and they found marijuana, and she tested positive for marijuana, and so now she's no longer going to be able to run in the Olympics in Tokyo. And so everybody was supporting her. Everybody was, saying, let her run, give her this opportunity, because she lost her biological mother during the time that she was training for the Olympics. And now she's no longer going to have the opportunity to not even run. They suspended her for 30 days. So she could have still ran the relay, but they're not allowing her to do so. And so, of course, people are upset, and of course, I definitely support her. I definitely want to see her win. But what I do like is that all the love that she has been receiving from social media, including celebrities, have been showing her some support. And so even though she's young, and I know this is a really, really difficult time, you know what I mean? It's a difficult time for her. It can definitely be a winning time for her. You know what I mean? Because one thing I will say, one of the celebrities, I know Cardi B did a IG story about her and said something about, like, you're going to be the most anticipated athlete people are going to be looking to, look for in the next 3 years, next 4 years, when the Olympics and next Olympics. So it may feel like an L, but you could turn that L into a big old win. You could take that L and turn it like this, boom, make it a win. Because it's important in life and with lessons. Everything is not going to always be the way we think it's going to be. Unfortunately, we can plan as much as we like, but we still have to make sure that, we have to keep moving forward. So that's the main thing. Moving forward, y'all, you got to make sure you got to continue to move forward. That's why I like to let y'all know how I am the number one hustler. So before my co-hosts come in, because I want to have them tune in and talk about Sha'Carri and how they feel about that and the Olympics and all of that, because you know you're gonna want to hear Trina's intake on it. We want to hear Apollo's intake on it because it's definitely something that is being talked about everywhere. And so, Sha'Carri, I would like to hear or see, if you're watching, to put in the comment, do you feel that Sha'Carri Richardson should still be able to run? Do we think that she should be able to run? I would love to see her run. I know rules are rules. That's what they say. Well, that's what the Olympics. Those are their rules. However, you know, with the support that she's getting, I don't know. That could. And so I've seen someone also make a good point about people who have followed the rules or whatever, and they're not getting the recognition that they should get. But you know what I mean? Everybody's falling in love with her. You can relate to her story. It's important to know that you have an L, you could turn that into a big old win. You know what I mean? So shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson, girl. I know that this may be a difficult time for you, but it's also a learning lesson and also a time to be enlightened. And maybe it wasn't the time. And so at this point, it wasn't the time. But that doesn't mean, like Cardi was saying, collect them checks for the endorsements, collect that endorsement money, because that's always important, you know. And so since we're talking about this and we're also in our Cancer moon, you know, my theme for today is self-love. Self-love is so, so important. And I want you guys all to hug yourself, y'all, because we all need some self-love. We've been in this pandemic, gone through certain things, mental, emotional, spiritual. Everybody's going through it. So has gone through it. And now, you know, doors are open, no masks, people are out partying, doing their thing, having fun, and that's what they're doing, and that's cool, you know. But this is a time that you should really think about loving yourself, giving yourself time, doing you, making sure you feel good. How do you do your self-love? Self-love, I like to do my mask, and I like to get my toes done, I like to do a massage. Like, all those things are important. And I know that we talked about this on the show. I know we talked about self-love on the show, but the only reason why I wanted to bring it up now, because seeing Sha'Carri win the way that she won, and then for that to be taken away from her, I can only imagine how she's feeling. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to say, y'all, when you feel like you're catching the L, just give yourself some self-love. Surround yourself around people that support you. Surround yourself around people that's going to show you love, because that's important. It's important to have self-love. It's important to have self-love, right? Self-love is the best love, because anyway, where my co-host at? My co-host Apollo and Trina supposed to be coming through. Supposed to come through, give their little ting or two. So my next, talking about self-love, I want to hear from y'all, because I've been seeing this floating around, and I want to know what y'all think. Okay, I want to know what y'all think. I've been seeing this float around, and I need to get everyone's perspective. Who do you guys feel is the queen of hip hop now? Okay, so we have so many female rappers right now that are in the game. And some people will say that that their choice of the queen of hip hop is someone who's just hot right now, or someone that has a whole accolades of things and they're still around. And who would the queen of hip hop be for you? And so that's what I want to hear, y'all. Before I give my opinion, before I say what I say, because I already know what I feel and what I know and what I think. But I want to know what y'all think. Who y'all think? I've heard people say Megan. I've heard people say Cardi. Of course, people still say Nicki. I've heard people say Saweetie. You know what I mean? There's Doja Cat, Rhapsody, all these female artists, rappers that are doing their thing right now. Who do y'all think is the queen of hip hop right now? And what do you judge it off? Do you judge it off their lyrics? Do you judge it off the radio play? Who's getting more radio play? Who's popping right now? How do you judge who's the queen of hip hop right now? For me, when I look at the queen of hip hop, I look at everything. You know, I look at the lyrics. You know, they writing their shit. I also look at, you know, the publicity they getting, the influence they have, how much they, you know, doing their thing on the radio and making appearances and collaborations, all them things. That's what I want to know. So, who is the queen of hip hop, y'all? Who do y'all think? I've heard some people say Cardi B, okay. I see people say Megan, Nicki, okay, Nicki. Now, yeah. Who else do we think is the queen of hip hop right now? Look, if I don't get as many answers to right now, we're gonna take this on to the next show because I want to give people's opinion on this, and we're gonna discuss who is the queen of hip hop right now. Who is the queen of who is queen of hip hop? Who is holding it down right now? Who has been holding it down, and what y'all think? I love to talk about our queens, man. You know, it's important that we talk about our queens and give our queens flowers. Okay, we also just lost a legend that just passed away, Suzanne Douglas. She was on. She was a proud family. I could be wrong, but I know that she was definitely a staple in the Black Parenthood. She was on Parenthood, that's what. And so she was. Oh my goodness, I'm not exactly sure what she passed from, but she was an awesome actress, great actress. She was a motherly figure in the Black community growing up. And so this definitely just kind of came out of nowhere seeing this. So I want to say rest in peace. Rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. So, you know, as I drink my wine, as I sip my little red wine, sip me red wine. Sip, you know, as far as hip hop goes, man, as far as women in hip hop, man, I do love seeing that there are a lot of women right now that are coming out with music. Because when I was growing up, you saw Kim, you saw Left Eye, you saw Missy, you saw all these people on stage together, rocking it together. Things were just so different. And I just feel like at this point in time, for female rappers, I want to continue to see collaboration. We're always collaborating with men so we can be proven, you know, that we have, you know what I'm saying? We have to sit next to a man so we can get our flowers or so we can get our props, you know what I mean? But what I want to see is just female ciphers just doing their thing. That's what I want to see. I just want to see more unity within the women's, in the hip hop community with women, because that's what we need. All right. So I want to end our show today with, it's important to continue to keep your self-love. Okay. Self-love is important. Self-love is love. And I want y'all to keep shouting out for Sha'Carri Richardson because she definitely needs our love. And I want y'all to think about who is the queen of hip hop right now. Because when we come back on the next show, we're going to discuss this some more. All right, y'all. Well, I'm Yamina Lejean, and I will see you next week. Ciao.